But do you?
Hey everyone, Wolf here. Today's video is going to be tips and tricks / alternate base designs for taking out the chopper. So one tip is to have a tool cupboard in your chopper base. And if you're on a highly populated server or a populated server that people tend to raid people or try to steal bases, I would recommend having lots of doors on the first or on the first and second floor, just so they can't easily break into your chopper building and take it over. Another thing I would recommend is having at least one sleeping bag and one bed in your chopper building. The sleeping bag and the bed do not share cooldown timers, although if you have two sleeping bags, those two sleeping bags will share a cooldown timer, and same with the beds. And the bed has half the amount of a cooldown than the sleeping bag does, so it's great to have both just in case. So along the lines of the bases, one thing you notice here is that one of our bases has embrasures on it. That's one thing you can do, that's just personal preference. Some people like embrasures, some people don't. Another thing that you can do, or say another base design, is sort of this triangle base here. It's just something we've kind of experimented with the team of people that I play with. It's very hard and complicated to get it made for some people. This is basically using triangles only. It's a different base design. It seems to work. Same sort of concept as you get to the top floors, have your windows and walls. On the bottom floor, just walls. And again, if you're on a high populated server, just honeycomb it with a ton of doors and code locks so people don't raid it. Another thing you'll notice is there's foundations around the outside of this base. That's something you can do to protect the inner foundations. See how this foundation here is taking more damage, this inner foundation has hardly any. That's something you can do just to keep your building from losing foundations and possibly a corner falling out of it. Though I have lost one foundation, it wasn't in a corner, but it was sort of in the middle of my base, my chopper base, and it didn't fall, so. Alright, let's see here. Ammunition. I would recommend using high velocity ammo for the chopper for your first attempt or two, until you feel like you've gotten chopper down and you can shoot it down in a relatively short amount of time, say 6 to 8 minutes. Then if you get it down to 6 to 8 minutes, then if you would like, you could switch to normal ammo, though it is a bit harder. And if you're just soloing it, I would recommend using HV ammo. If you're with a group of people, like I am, it's much easier, you can take it down much faster. It's not too hard to use normal ammo, it's a lot more cost effective. Now you'll notice these bases are sort of in a triangle formation. We did do that purposely, so that way it's a bit easier to see the chopper from each building. And you'll notice that the buildings aren't horizontal with each other. These two square buildings are at a 45-degree angle from each other. Again, it just makes it easier to shoot the chopper from other buildings. Another advantage to having multiple buildings in this triangle formation is that you can call out whose base it's over, or the bases that it's in between, or whose base it's behind, etc. And I think that is about it. The honeycomb on top of my building over there is optional. It's just to save the ceiling. Let me see if I can get a look at it here. One of our other bases here, the ceiling has gotten shot out of it. I believe you can see through there. Oh. Somebody or something is walking through our walls. Yeah, you'll see. That's something that can happen if you don't have a honeycomb on top of your base. You see there that the ceiling is missing and some walls. It is something that helps, though it does take a bit more resources, so it's sort of give and take. Alrighty, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.